Board of Selectmen, Monday, February 10th, 2020 meeting. We've just come out of a paperwork review and we're calling the meeting to order at 6:30. Could everybody rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, review and approval of consent items. We have the January 13th, 2020 meeting minutes, January 23rd, 2020 meeting minutes, and the February 1st, 2020 meeting minutes. We also have an accounts payable manifest from February 4th, 2020 of $1,979,198.13. And from February 11th of 2020 of $111,318.22. We have a payroll manifest for February 6th of 2020 of $56,521.86. And we have February 13th of 2020 of $58,956.63. We also have the treasurer, tax collector, and town clerk reconciliations. Are there any requests for additional items or other business?
Mr. Chairman, I'll move we approve the items of consent.
So moved by Mr. Lemire.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Lynch.
I think I
Discussion.
missed the meeting on the 1st, right? Wasn't that right after my surgery? So I'd have to abstain on that one, but I'm good on everything else.
Okay.
Okay.
So noted in my motion.
So any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All abstain?
1-1.
Okay. Motion carries 3-0-1.
I'm on.
Okay, business. Public input will occur no earlier than 6:45 p.m. Business, we have Kyle DeRusso of the Zoning Board alternate with a term to expire 3/31/23.
I'll make a motion that we appoint him.
Are we supposed to
We
discuss
were
this?
going to interview him. He's maybe he'll be showing up,
The board did.
but typically this person's new, so we would conduct a quick interview before appointing. So if he comes in this evening, we can try to pick up an interview. If not, then I'll reach out to him and try to get him here at the next meeting.
So do you want to move to,
Should we table this?
We should table
Make a
it.
motion to
Other
the
than
table then.
Part C, maybe?
Table until he appears?
Yeah.
I remember him going.
okay,
Okay.
motion by Mr. Lynch to table, second,
Second.
seconded by Mr. Leary. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Motion carries 4-0-0. John Devereaux, zoning board member. Term expires 3/31/23. We're in the same
And
situation.
no, John is already a sitting member, so he's looking to renew his membership.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm wondering if,
Oh, this could be
Hold on a second.
Kyle?
Yes.
Oh,
oh, all right.
All right. Well, I would like to make a motion to untable.
No.
President's in town, so
You can come right up to the microphone, Kyle.
You're on the hot seat. You got in.
You came in right at the right time.
If you could state your name and where you live.
Absolutely. Kyle Durso, 16 Riverview Circle.
So I had
Hi,
reached
Kyle.
out. Kyle has met with, I understand, with the zoning board of adjustment or met with the chairman.
Correct. I've spoken with Rick.
And so Rick has asked this board to meet with you and discuss your interest in serving as an alternate member on the zoning board of adjustment. So I've asked Kyle to be here this evening, just a quick, really just a little back and forth of you kind of probably do a little introduction as
Perfect.
what you do and why you're interested. And the board will have some questions for you.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, my name's Kyle Durso. I've lived in town for approximately 2.5 years now. Prior to that, I'm born and raised in Londonderry. So I was living there. And when I was living in Londonderry, I supported the community by doing stuff on like the master plan implementation committee there. And I had a quick stint as an alternate on the planning board over there before I moved over here. So I'm basically just looking to kind of learn a little bit more about how Litchfield works and how our town operates, and trying to give back to the community in any way that I possibly can. I'm a civil engineer, so I'm kind of looking for more of a technical type committee to support in town and seeing what I can do to help you guys out.
It's a good background.
Thanks.
Are there any questions?
I have no questions. Just want to thank you for stepping up to serve the community.
Of course.
It's a noble thing to do, and we appreciate what you can bring to the table, and hopefully you find it rewarding as you progress.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's a two-way street. I feel like I learn a lot about the town and how we operate and everything like that by serving on committees. So I think it's beneficial for both sides.
This is the only thanks you'll get.
Yeah.
Especially on the zoning boards.
Yeah. Hear that.
No, again, as Brent said, thank you. It's always nice to get somebody new with a different ideas and willingness to help out. That's great. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Absolutely. Yeah, not a problem.
Mr. Chairman, can I move to appoint Kyle Durso as a member of the Zoning Board of Adjustment with a term to expire March 31st, 2023?
We have a motion by Mr. Lemire,
I will second it,
seconded by
stating
Ms.
that he's an alternate, not a.
Alternate, sorry.
Alternate to be a member.
I
That's
left
what
that word out. Thank
That's what
you.
he's signing up for. Don't pile stuff on him already.
All right, with the adjusted, we have a second by Mr. Leary. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
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 All opposed? All abstain? Well, motion passes 4-0-0. I think now you need to, once we get everything approved as far as paperwork goes, you go see the town clerk and she'll swear you in, and then you can start participating in meetings.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you again.
And I appreciate your support of the community as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome to board, Kyle.
Welcome.
We've seen you before, haven't we?
Came and sat in on one meeting.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a long one, if I recall.
Yes.
So we have John Devereaux. Are we going to just reappoint him? Is that what we're?
Well,
just be a
because he's
real-
been a member for a while, right?
It's just a reappointment.
Right.
Okay.
Mr. Riley is, a lot of times the reappointments will wait until March, but I know that the Zoning Board of Adjustment's been really busy.
Yeah.
And he wants to make sure he's got a full house. So,
Mr. Chairman, may I move to appoint John Devereaux as a regular member of the Zoning Board of Adjustment, the term to expire March 31st, 2023.
I have a motion by Mr. Lemire. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Lynch. Any discussion? No? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Motion carries 4-0-0.
I've never seen a person be opposed.
You get that one
I don't need the lobotomy.
right. No, you don't.
All right, so we have the Hamel Circle Street acceptance. It's about time. That's been a while.
yeah, so
Hamel
it
Circle,
takes
where
a
is
little while to go through because it gets to the point where everything is completed.
Yep.
And then I believe we have a 2-year waiting period.
Oh, okay,
Maintenance
right.
bond.
Maintenance bond. And now we've, our engineer, contracted engineer has signed off on it. Planning board has acted on this. So everything's in place for acceptance. There's no public hearing required.
Nope.
The board's authorized to accept streets. The only thing is when all the paperwork came in, I realized that we were given a quit claim deed and not a warranty deed. So it's, whatever we can do at this point in time, we want to make sure that we try to get a warranty deed and not a quit claim deed. If there, for any reason, that's an issue, it'll have to come back to this board, but we should be on record.
Right.
So I prepared a motion to have you accept the street, and then I can work with the developer trying to get it written as a warranty deed.
Have they been plowing this on their own, basically?
We still plow
Oh,
once,
okay.
once we, have that road maintenance bond in place
Okay,
and this
so we have
pavement
to-
down,
yeah.
we will plow.
Okay. All right.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion, move to accept Hamel Circle as a public street with the condition that a warranty deed, not a quit claim deed, be provided prior to recording at the Registry of Deeds.
Okay, got a motion by Mr. Leary. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Lemire. Any discussion? Well, hearing none. All those opposed, I mean, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All those abstained? Motion passes 4-0-0. Bring a hiccup there for a second.
Steve's enjoying this.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's not that easy, Steve. It's not that easy.
I take it you've already spoke to Manny about that?
I've not spoke to him, but
Okay.
I will be.
Well, seeing it's not 6:45 yet, we do have a minute. Would you like to give us your administrative
I'll do
report?
mine real quick. I just wanted to give the boards a heads up. Chairman Weber was contacted by the veterans group that's been working on the veterans credit, and they want to use the town seal. I don't know what the design's going to be, but they would have the town seal with an American flag or some insignia kind of embossed over the seal. So the town actually does have a town seal policy where it grants authority for different groups and agencies to use the town seal. So just giving you a heads up, what we said to the veterans is that you come up with a design, bring it into the board, and they'll,
What do they
consider it.
want to use it for, though?
It would be, I think, because they're forming, I don't know what officially the title is going to be, but basically a Litchfield Veterans Association, say.
See,
And they want to have a little bit of representation with the town
sure,
seal. But
and I agree with that. We only have to be careful if they use it for fundraising. That may compromise. That may.
that's why we said, come up with a design, come in,
Yeah.
let us look at it and see what kind of questions.
Only to protect our interests. We just may have to be careful if they use it for fundraising.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, they could misrepresent themselves by using the seal.
Right.
Not that they would. Not that they would. But
And they wouldn't be doing it on purpose. It's just that,
Yeah.
we just need to be careful
Mhm.
that we don't expose ourselves to any liability. Okay.
But that's why I wanted to bring it up. I wanted to give a little heads up so that, before it comes in, you'll have heard about it.
Mhm.
And once I see, a draft file, then I can ask that question to legal counsel of what concerns the board should have.
And I only say that, not that I'm against.
Yeah.
I only say it for caution for the liability to the town. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
I think their intent is good. They just want to be
Oh, there's
affiliated with
probably
the
no
town.
question.
Yeah.
There's no question.
Are the cities and towns allow the seal to be used for this kind of event, this type of stuff?
What's that?
Do other cities and towns allow it to be used, their seals? Just a question.
There's a lot of towns that don't have seals.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see other departments using the seal.
Mhm.
I don't know if you see something like an unofficial, like the Chamber of Commerce or some other nonprofit type
Right.
local agency.
It's
That's what
just,
I'm saying.
just,
Yeah.
I don't want to
to,
see the big problem, but I'm just.
just to
saying,
check, just to be sure.
And the other, just wanted to mention that a selection was made today for the Pat Jewett annual award,
Oh,
and Heidi Miller.
yes,
was
Heidi Hale
selected.
Miller. Yeah. Oh, that's
And
great.
So she was selected, and we'll be working with Laura Gandia and coordinating the annual award ceremony, which is March the 2nd at 7:00. So we've kind of moved up our March meeting to March the 2nd. We're not going to hold it the second Monday, in March. We decided on that, and I'll talk to Chairman Weber, but there's two parts of the ceremony where usually the chairman will open it up. We'll have the Pledge of Allegiance, and then either the chairman or another member of the board can just go over the historic, history of how the award came about. And I know, Brent, you've done that a few times, and
Sure.
you've done a good job with it. Would you like to volunteer to do it again?
But I would defer to the chair.
I'll check with Steve and see. How he wants to
I
do
was
it.
chair at the time, and I certainly would defer
Okay.
to him.
So we spent all that time buttering you up and you denied him.
No, I just want a protocol. I don't want to take anything from the chair.
That's what I've got. Other than, just to let you know, I am working with the school department because there is no Hudson Litchfield News. So we're not going to be able to do our insert this year for the voter's guide. School superintendent reached out to me today. We've exchanged emails, and we're working on a way right now, still investigating it, but it looks very promising to be able to do a direct mail to all the PO boxes and, in the town. And it looks like the cost will be pretty much the same exact cost as what it cost before to do the printing and the insert. So,
That's how we did it up there.
yeah. So,
Took the tax
yeah.
maps and
So, that if we do something, it would be a joint mailing. It wouldn't be a separate mailing. We'll do it all together, try to share the cost. So I'll be working on that with the school. I know Dawn is working on the town report. Obviously, Terry and your moderator, the town clerk, been working hard on planning your election tomorrow. It's just that, it's a busy time between now and March 10th for election day.
Should I do public input?
Yeah,
or-
I'm done.
All right. Anybody have the public input? or-
None.
Name and address, please.
Joe Cabral, 7 Victor Drive. He touched on part of it, because we had talked a couple of weeks ago about that, about the insert thing. Because I had some people come to the house, and I told them when I got back home, they left, and it was a little bit later, some more showed up. They were concerned about not having a computer, and we had talked about that insert. And I'm
Direct
glad
mail.
to hear that,
Sounds like the direct mail is going to cure.
Yeah, I think it's going to take care of it,
Good.
You're on the Historical Society, right?
Heritage.
Heritage?
Heritage Committee.
Who's,
I also have belonged to the historical.
okay. I think I brought this up, it was a while ago with him, the Boston Cane.
Yes, they used to do that.
Yeah, they still do.
They still do. The lady
They
in
still
town
do?
did not
Yeah.
get down.
Okay, see, that's what I know if they still do it. So
She's still here.
I know.
Oh, was
What
it?
the
Who is it?
Who is
The
it?
lady at the end of town, right before you get to Pine Street on the riverside.
Yep.
Sets down the court, sets down not where Lampa Drive is, but right after that.
Oh,
Oh, that's.
oh,
where it
I
is.
know where the.
The
Okay.
daughter lives with her right now.
All right, so that's, at least we know,
Yeah, they know who it is. They know who's
Yeah.
got it.
yeah.
My
because
mother's
like-
been talking about it all the time because she doesn't want it.
Oh, I know.
It's the last step, as they say.
I know, we talked about that they really don't want it because they know it's coming.
Yeah.
So I was
is
just
the
wondering if
his-
they knew where it was, because, it's more history to the town.
Yeah.
We don't
Right.
want to lose that.
Right.
I just found this out,
Yeah.
Joe.
No,
last
and
week.
it's a reproduction that they actually hand out. They have the original.
They have the original?
Yes.
Good.
You're not old enough.
So has the historical society been the
Yes.
the agency that's or
Yeah.
group that's handed it out?
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's the selectmen traditionally
Right.
handed out.
Right.
Other towns historic society.
Like I said.
And what's nice about having the historical society do, they've got,
Yep.
they're more accurate records,
know
of it, yeah.
and,
Yeah.
Because you don't want to lose that history.
no, that's a nice tradition.
I come
And
back to talking to Joe, but I just found out the other day about last week. My mother had mentioned it to me, who had it and stuff like that.
She,
Yeah, believe it or not, she remembered where it was, and sure enough, it's there.
holy crap. That was it.
Yep.
So,
Thank you, Joe.
Take care, Joe.
Thank
Stay out of
you.
the snow.
Oh, Mr. Cabral, I'm sorry.
I'm in the snow. You guys call me to go to the snow.
All right.
Get that call, don't I?
They get
You
good
love
review- Got good reviews on you too.
I do.
You don't get complaints about mailboxes on your watch.
No.
I haven't heard a complaint.
On that route last week, I don't know which one of us got it, but it was green mailbox that knocked off. And I think it was the wet snow.
It was the wet snow. Pilgrim Drive had 4 of them down.
Yeah.
The posts were fine, everything else, but where it's set on the thing, it just whipped them right off.
Heavy snow.
Now-
First group.
My mailbox on Route 3A went down.
Did it?
Yeah, I felt bad for it again. Every year, again and again and again.
Oh,
Kevin, you have it in a pile of sand.
No, no, it's on a beautiful post with rocks.
And we don't put marks on the plow blade, by the way. We don't do that.
All right. Let's move forward here. Selectmen reports. Mr. Lynch.
Met with the planning board. There's still some stuff going on with Mel's, with Rick up there. It's still under review. The legals involved and everything else between the two parties. Not our legal right now.
All right. I'm supposed to have a Recreation Commission meeting tomorrow night, or they're supposed to have a Recreation Commission meeting, and I'll be at voting. We haven't had one since the last meeting, but there is one tomorrow night here. Mr. Lemire?
I have nothing.
Mr. Leary?
Well, we're all through all the deliberatives and everything that for the budget, the school and the town, all that. So everything's up to the voters now, right? It's all up to you folks.
So-
And thank you for your efforts, Mr. Leary.
Well, thank Mr. Brown because he had everything in order.
Yeah.
I sit there with my mouth closed for the most part.
Preparation is good.
Yeah.
We had nothing removed from consent. We don't have other business. Tomorrow's a big day. It's the presidential primary election. Both Republicans and Democrats need to come out and vote. A lot of people have been thinking it's only the Democrats, but the Republicans also need to vote as well. Our next meeting will be February 24th, 2020. And we will be adjourning to go into non-public. I don't know how to do this.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to go into non-public session under RSA 91A:3, Section 2B, the hiring of any public employee.
So moved.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Leary.
Roll call.
Roll call, please.
Guys, thanks for showing up, guys.
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
Yes.
No snow, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yes.
All right. So
Sorry.
now we will be going into non-public and we'll be adjourning out of non-public. Thank you. Have a good night. And don't forget to vote tomorrow.